Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe my channel. We've all been there. You're watching The Price is Right, and a contestant is just a few feet away from a life-changing prize. The energy is electric, the crowd is going wild, and you're on the edge of your seat, yelling at the TV. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated joy and suspense. But what happens when that moment takes a sudden, unexpected turn? That's exactly what viewers witnessed when a contestant who had just won big collapsed right there on stage. The applause stopped, the cheers faded, and the room fell into a stunned silence. It was a stark reminder that sometimes the biggest emotional moments can be more than our bodies are ready for. A dream come true and a shocking twist. The contestant, a woman named Sharon from Ohio, had played a masterful game. She'd made it to the Showcase Showdown and bid on a prize package that included a brand new car, a lavish trip to Hawaii, and a home theater system. The reveal was set to be the climax of the episode. As the wheels spun and the numbers were tallied, the tension was palpable. Host Drew Carey, ever the master of ceremonies, built the suspense with his trademark wit and charm. Sharon's face was a mixture of hope and disbelief. She knew she was close. She had a feeling this was her day. And then it was announced. "Sharon, you are the winner of the Showcase Showdown." The crowd erupted. Sharon screamed, jumped up and down, and hugged Drew Carey with a force that nearly knocked him over. It was pure, unfiltered ecstasy. But as the cameras panned to her, something wasn't right. Her smile seemed to falter, her legs buckled. In what felt like slow motion, she crumpled to the floor. For a split second, everyone in the studio and watching at home held their breath. The cheers died down, replaced by gasps. Drew Carey, ever the professional, immediately knelt down beside her. Medics rushed onto the stage. The vibrant, joyful atmosphere of the show was replaced by a sense of genuine concern. This wasn't a planned stunt. It wasn't for ratings. This was a real person in a real moment of extreme emotional and physical stress. The sudden rush of adrenaline, the shock of winning such a massive prize, had simply been too much for her system to handle. It was a profound and deeply human moment. The producers quickly cut to a commercial, but the image of Sharon on the ground stayed with everyone. We didn't know what had happened, if she was okay, or if she'd ever get to enjoy her prizes. What happened next? A story of humanity. After what felt like an eternity, the show returned. Drew Carey stood alone on the stage, a serious look on his face. He explained that Sharon had simply fainted from the overwhelming excitement and was being attended to by the show's medical staff. He reassured the audience that she was awake, alert, and, most importantly, still a huge winner. A few minutes later, a beaming Sharon walked back onto the stage, a little wobbly but with a smile that could light up the entire studio. She explained with a laugh, "I guess winning a car and a trip to Hawaii is just a little too much for this old heart." It was a beautiful moment of shared relief. The crowd gave her a standing ovation, not just for winning, but for her resilience and good humor. She wasn't just a contestant anymore. She was a symbol of what it means to be truly overwhelmed by good fortune. She showed us that it's okay to be so moved by something that your body just gives out. Why we connect to these moments? We watch shows like The Price is Right because we crave those raw, authentic emotions. We want to see people just like us win big. Sharon's collapse and subsequent recovery wasn't just a dramatic TV moment. It was a powerful reminder of our shared humanity. It showed us that a moment of joy can be so intense it feels like a physical shock. It also highlighted the kindness and care that exists in the world. The quick response of the crew, the genuine concern on Drew Carey's face, and the outpouring of support from the audience reminded us that even in a high-stakes game show, people matter more than prizes. So the next time you see someone win big on TV, remember Sharon. Remember that the biggest moments in life, whether joyful or challenging, can take a toll. And remember that the most engaging stories aren't always about the grand prizes, but about the very human reactions to them.